Right there.
I just realized I didn't write a telegram number.
No, you didn't. You know how
I
difficult it is to
just
get hold of a
talked
fella.
about I just finished doing some business in Saint Denis. And I would check the telegram. I was disappointed and sad that I didn't get a response yet on account of I was real eager to see you guys again. That's when it occurred to me that I didn't write a return address.
That's funny.
Well, I'm here now, and I'm ready to talk if you guys...
Yeah, let's get our horses. We're right out of town.
Okay. Maybe I should say my telegram out loud.
Yeah, that might be beneficial.
Hey, you know what? Just in case we lose you, you know. Go on, I got it.
It's
Go ahead, son.
TH468. TH468.
All right, TH468. Got it. Bobby Dixon from New York.
Dixon Street, New York.
Dixon Street, New York.
That's right. I'm gonna go over to the general store and buy myself some tobacco if you guys could spare a minute.
Yeah, I got one for you. I got one for you.
468.
Just one. I figured to buy a pack of smoke.
No. No, I got smokes for you as well, but I got one for you. Time heals.
Do you need help writing that down there, Bridger?
Time heals.
You got it?
468. Right.
Yep, time heals 468, but he can come up with his own little catchphrase.
Was it 486?
Oh, that's a mnemonic device, by the way.
Okay.
Do you want to repeat that again?
Was it 486?
No, it's 468.
The happening 468. Time heals 468.
TH468.
TH. That's correct.
Yeah, when you say hate, why do you say hate? It's H.
You say it H.
Oh.
Mr. Jody, I met a lot of folk around here, and then when they say H, they say H. It must be an over the sea type of thing.
Yeah, I ain't too sure on that. That is interesting. I never heard that before.
Well, I'm gonna go buy my tobacco. I'll be right back.
Yeah, all right, we'll get the horses. Hey, where are we park the horses, by the way?
Is this it? Have I got it?
That looks right. Pretty sure.
Fucking hell.
TH468.
Oh, yeah. Looks a little bit like chicken scratch. It'll do.
Chicken scratch.
Yeah, chicken scratch. There's something very weird happening with this telegram station. I do not like it, Bridget. Not one bit.
Sorry?
This telegram station. Yesterday I get a shine here. Then today this boy appears out of the fucking fog. It's uncanny. Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it? We don't like you, so we're even.
You love me. You know you do. It's fine.
Well,
of course we do.
Clearly we've assigned him to roll the rubbish bin today. Whether or not we intended to.
There's a lot of shit that comes out of him.
See, maybe it worked out in our favor. See, she's leaving town now. We would have wasted a man's time, perhaps. Probably saved a bunch of people bloodshed, including these lawmans. So.
Alright, it's true.
Remember where we put the horses?
Right there against the fence.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at Bucky right there. There you go. Right there.
Nice vest, mister.
Hell yeah.
Right.
You know, that man might have been as good looking as me. Did you see him?
Is that Cash and Molly?
No, man.
No, did you see him?
One you said nice vest too.
Yeah, he looks real good. Go look at him. You get a good side. You see that man?
It's all right.
Sorry, who? See who?
This fella over here. He's pretty good looking, actually.
You talking about the one in yellow vest?
Yeah, he might be the second best looking person.
Pretty sure that's the sheriff.
I'll be damned.
Hello, Mike.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So much horseplay.
Do you need a doctor, or is that all set?
He was good looking. I ain't gonna lie. Game recognizes game.
Want to go get his telegram?
I partially do.
Yeah.
Come on now, Bobby.
Before
I'll go
we
get
leave, can I ask for a favor?
Yeah, sure.
I've been looking to purchase a new horse, and it costs a lot of money, and I don't want to walk from here.
The duo
back
that
to the
healed
stable with such
Saffron's
a big
mind
sum
and
on me.
body.
Would you guys accompany me quickly?
Oh, Mrs. Oh, yeah, I see Mrs. in here too. Sorry, just
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a minute,
saw
No, you're
that.
fine. Take your time. Getting a new horse is like getting a new best friend.
Saffron
You-
is
you wanna
still.
pick the right
I
horse,
wouldn't
take
say
your
her
time
mind
to
and
do
body
that.
are healed. They're both pretty fractured right now.
I just ask that you guys
Poor-
stay here
poor-
so nobody tries to rob me.
Where's Saffron? She didn't deserve what she got.
Water.
Aw.
Hey, mister.
Me?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something to you real quick.
Yes, sir.
You might be the second best looking man in the crossing. I just figured I'd let you know.
Wow, that's awfully direct and forward of you, but I will always appreciate a compliment.
Aw,
Thank you, sir.
poor
What might your
Steven.
name be?
Well, my name is Jody. Jody Quinn.
Jody Quinn. Okay. Well, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Quinn. What brings you to town?
We're just helping our friend here get a new best friend. He's about to buy a new horse.
Oh, well, I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, well, thank you. Appreciate that.
All right. Well, I will leave y'all to it then. If you need any recommendations or anything, of course, I'd be happy to oblige.
What's the best horse a man can get?
The best horse? Well, it depends what you need it for.
The quickest, the strongest, the most sure-footed. One that doesn't buck under pressure.
Well, do you want one of those things to be true? Because ain't all those things going to be true.
You might be able to get 2 of those, not all 3 of them.
Well, any recommendation would help.
Well, I recommend either, I guess, a Criollo or a Breton.
I was gonna say Bretons are pretty grand.
Yeah, Breton was my favorite horse.
Well, maybe it'll be my favorite as well. I thank you for the recommendation.
Absolutely.
You should look at the foxtrotters too.
Okay, I will. I will. I gotta make sure that it has a pretty coat as well.
All right, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, thanks, mister.
Is that a friend of yours, Mr. Jody?
No, it's a lawman, but he was quite good looking and, well, beauty deserves recognition sometimes, Bobby.
That seems pretty important to you, the beauty.
Yeah, well, life's beautiful, and if you don't see it that way, well, you're missing out on life. I just happen to be one of the prettier things in this world.
The problem is he only sees his fucking
That ain't true. I just told you you
It
was
is
good looking, and
fucking
we better looking than that other outfit we was
You've
talking
already
about.
said that Bobby's good looking. He'd be a
Bobby
good
is
fit
good
just for
looking.
that reason.
He's
See?
it's part of the
said
reason I liked him. Yeah, look at him.
How come they haven't said it around me?
So how much money you looking to spend on this horse here, Bobby?
I'm gonna get the best they have.
How much money do you got to pay for a
what's your
horse, though?
budget?
The best they have.
All right. Well, the best I have is $2,000. You got that?
The second best they have then.
All right. You're looking at $1,200.
That's no problem for Bobby Dixon.
Huh? Look at you, big spender.
Told you I was in St. Dennis.
I think the
Saint Denis.
foxtrotters are a wee bit cheaper to Dodo.
I wouldn't get a
Doing some
foxtrot.
business.
If you look at those Bretons, though, they got a one. It's got white socks and it's dappled gold down the sides. It's quite a pretty horse.
I think I'm gonna go for something darker, not seen in the in nighttime.
If you're looking at look at the steel grey Breton that they've
What
got
was
in
that,
there.
Mom? I couldn't hear the last part.
Look at the steel grey Breton that they've got in there, then.
Okay.
What, are you telling me you actually have the money and this ain't some elaborate test to see if we're going to rob you?
That would be a really risky test, because if you had planned on robbing me, I'd be in a real bind. Like I said, I was in Saint Denis, conducting some business, which went favorably. And now I can finally purchase this horse.
Understood.
You guys said a Criollo is a good horse.
Aye.
Hey, Pops, you want to buy me a new horse?
You think I got the money to buy? First of all, I ain't your daddy. I ain't your daddy, so you stop that. You're my daddy, if anything.
What about me? I just need another $600.
Wait, aren't we the same fucking age?
Yeah, well, yeah, technically.
I mean, no, technically about it. I'm 28. How old are you?
I'm 27,
28.
so yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Turn
yeah.
28 next month, so yeah.
Oh, well, shit. Maybe.
Oh dear.
Well, I guess Crowley got to be daddy then. Shit.
Daddy Crowley.
He don't have any fucking money. He's covered in pelts. Can't even afford real clothes.
Yeah. Something I was appreciating is how big his fucking horse is, though. It's a massive beast of a steed.
Aye,
How
big
big
old
his
Shire.
fucking belly is. Full of whiskey all the time.
At least it looks like it can carry the man. He's not riding around on something small. Breaking a poor beast's back.
All right, the stable boy's gonna bring my horse around the back.
All right.
I'm interested to see what he folded.
Yeah, me too.
No, not this one. No, take the. Put this one back. The one I just
You've got to
purchased.
tell him which one to take out. I was like, well, that was a surprise.
You're more interested in what he named the steed.
Oh boy.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah. More interested how he got the fucking money for this kind of home.
Oh, here he brings them.
I got a Creole.
Something.
How's it
All
look?
right.
Obviously.
I was wrong. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking horse right there. Bloody hell.
I would have preferred something a little bit darker, but this will do.
That
How
is
much
a
you paid
pretty
for
horse,
that?
though.
Nothing. A few cents here, a few cents there.
Few cents here, few cents there. No,
Taking
nonsense,
at least
mate.
$950, if not $1,200 for it.
Oh
No,
fucking Christ!
no sweat off my back. At least not yet.
Who's back? Is this
He took it alone.
Did you get a loan?
I was about to say, did you take out a loan?
All I did was conduct some business to get a fine horse.
So you took out a loan.
I did some business in Saint Denis.
He took out a loan with the DiCenzos.
Oh, right. That is a dangerous game you might be playing there. I don't know about that.
As long as everything goes the way I planned it, there won't be a problem.
Okay.
Okay, bud.
All
I'm
right.
Okay,
excited
bud.
to find out what the fuck that
Yeah.
means.
Well, the first part of the plan was hoping to speak to you guys a little bit more in depth.
All right.
I was
Well,
hoping.
Jody, you want to find somewhere?
Yeah, we'll find somewhere. Let's go get over
Start
this.
taking that grape, son. He's already.
I have a
You've
little
been
bit
bad
of-
stuff.
This feels like I feel
I have
like
a
we've
little bit
seen
of
this
extra change
plot
I'm gonna put in
before. I just feel like we've seen this plot before.
My father always said, when your money's long, every door is open to you. Seems like the road stable doors isn't an exception.
Right? At least he actually bought the horse instead of putting it all in red.
I reckon, yes.
What was that?
I'm,
I get a feeling in my belly he took out that loan from the DiCenzos.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yep. Just.
I'm thinking he got a loan from someone that's about to die. That's what I think.
No, you think so? All right. I'm interested. You want to make that bet?
No, I don't.
Damn it.
I feel like $1 million.
Well, you look like 950 at least.
Is this what it's like to have
No,
money?
Gavin's in
I could get
Sisika.
used to this.
I couldn't tell you that. Honestly, I've never had something that expensive.
You ought to try it one day. I can show you
Can't
to a
blame a
certain.
man for trying. I have been trying.
Give me one moment. I'll be right out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems Bridget thinks he took it out from the and Mama's boys. I think it's from the DiCenzos.
I take it. I agree with what you just said.
There ain't a chance, Bridget. He didn't take out a loan. That boy just told us that was the second day working at that bar.
I could have gone to the casino. Double down, double
True,
down.
that is true. But I don't think that's what happened. Let's get to that barn out there. I ain't trying to sit in the rain.
Aye, that's a good place to
Yeah.
stop. Yes, but then Holly got money. Yes, but also she went and got that money to replace that money, and he made her gamble it away. So, also correct.
One second it's sunny outside. Next second there's a downpour. Go figure.
Yeah, it's been pouring. We when we came out here to find you, another storm rolled in. I didn't see any wet clothes. Anyways,
I was just wondering if we could go over some of the things that we talked about in Valentine, just a little bit more in depth.
yeah, sure. So to
was-
start things off, Bobby, I think something important if you're gonna ride with a group of folk is you got to get on the same page with a lot of things. Now, there's some things you do when you're on the road, well, that you ain't exactly proud of.
Yep.
You got to figure out what that line is for you and what line you don't want to cross. Like me, for example, I don't exactly enjoy robbing ladies, but I will, but I prefer not to. I don't mind killing a man, but I should be doing it because I want to do it or I have to do it, and sometimes that's both. What's your line, Bobby Dixon?
The perimeter of the sheriff's office and the bankruptcy building. Those are two places I never want to find myself. That's my line. Now, with that said, I don't want to go around becoming a butcher, killing every person that crosses me. I'm not an animal, I'm not a savage, but I'm not trying to die broke, and I'm not trying to end up in prison. Someone wronged me yesterday. Almost ruined something nice that I had going for me. His name was Davey, that's what he told me his name was. I sold him a bottle of moonshine right there by the reservoir in Rhodes. Took my name and number down, handed it over to the police department. Was real angry when I heard that. My instinct was to hurt him. But now I'm wondering if that's the smart move. I wonder what your response would be. What if Davey had taken your name and number down and compromised you by handing that information to the law? What would you do, Jody? What would you do, Mr. Bridges, or you side?
You guys yourselves, is that worth it? I believe every man has a man that's worth it in his life, maybe 5 or 6 more. Now, is this man that wronged you, Bobby, worth going behind bars for?
I think it would be a real stupid gamble to do it. I don't think he's worth it at all.
Well, there's the answer then.
I feel less manly not doing anything about it.
There ain't nothing less manly than trying to save your own skin.
You guys mentioned someone earlier. It seemed to me that someone wronged you a lot more than they wronged me. Is it too soon to ask for more details?
Well, the way we kind of conduct things, at least in this little outfit, is you give us something, we give you something. Who you got a problem with, and we'll tell you the same on our side.
Davey, you already say.
Oh, yeah, it did say Davey. All right, yeah, we'll tell
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Well, we got a couple folks we got a problem with, honestly, but, you know, eye for an eye. Sadhbh, if you want to tell them, you're more than welcome to.
Aye, fella named Hawk, primarily. He went ratting on me about a gun I took off him. After dropping a name of somebody, Tommy Two Snakes, saying that he'd be coming after me, he also then went to the law about it. So we were trying to smooth things over, and I guess he decided to disregard me telegrams and go to law instead.
Yeah, real fucking tough guy, eh? Gets robbed, says it's a sentimental value gun, and won't give his own name and drops the name of a gang. We approach that gang, and of course they tell us that he ain't with them, but he is a friend and they like the gun bay. Then he goes to the law in the meantime. This fella's double dipping, and I think he's a bit worse than our, what was his name again? Davey. I think personally, we nailed this fella to a fuck wall. Put it right into his clothing. Don't hurt him, just put him to a wall. Put a sign round his neck that says, I'm a fucking rat. Just leave him there pinned for a while. People will fucking talk. Send a message.
Could play with me throwing knives.
Yeah,
We could use that bracelet I just bought. We could clip him, do a little post, put a sign on him. You ain't gonna go nowhere then.
Why hasn't that happened already, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, we haven't seen him around today. We just
You know,
found
Dale?
we just found out about his transgressions when I woke up today. So
Mr. Davey is a problem, but not one worth talking about. You're right. There's no use in going after him. It's not
Still
worth the
beat the shit
gamble.
out of him. I'm still breaking something of his.
Yeah, you can still break his legs, but killing a man, well, that's what gets you behind bars. And you gotta make sure if that's what you want, that's fine. But just realize
I mean-
that means something.
I mean, shit. I mean, killing him's the last resort, right? You could catch him drinking in the bar, go up behind him, grab him from behind and say, this could be the moment you could have died. Think about that next time. Then throw him on the fucking ground and walk out. What are they going to do? Say you tripped a fella? You know, we've got plenty of levels we can take this to. I think this fella needs to know he fucked up, and they need to know that you showed him mercy, but that's the last time. The next time, you might want to consider that.
You know, I have to say that I did some business transaction in Saint Denis, and all is well right now. And Davey doesn't really seem like a problem after hearing your thoughts. But it seems like if things don't go well for me, I might have a very big problem in the horizon. Not just with one Davey, but with about 6 members of a certain organization. A very rich and powerful organization.
Fucking hell. Not
And
with the Chenzos.
how did you know the DiCenzos?
I told you. I
Because I
told
had
you.
all-
You were right. We all guessed it. We all guessed it.
You took a loan from him, didn't you?
Well, I wanted to have a good horse.
Fucking hell, mate. Do you want legs and hands to be able to ride it as well?
They threatened to take my arms and legs if I didn't pay.
I'll
And you
bet.
you still went with getting the very expensive horse.
All
man
right, all
put-
right. Look, the man's about his biz, right? He can fucking get the money. I know that.
Why?
Look at him. He's an entrepreneur.
I plan on making a lot more than $1,500, which is what I owe at the end of 6 weeks. That's a lot of time.
Oh,
That's a
6
lot of
weeks?
time. 6 weeks? Oh, well, shit.
Oh,
it
that
is
should be
6
alright then.
weeks.
If you work
too-
on
I
it.
thought you was gonna say like next week or some shit. That's what I expected.
So did I.
expected next Sunday. That's what I expected to hear out of his mouth.
$250 per week. And I'd like to do that, and I'd like to do it and make that money not waiting tables. If you guys can find work for me, maybe I can help you with some of your problems. And you guys can help me make sure that I have the $250 at the end of each week for the next 6 weeks. You said something earlier about you dying for your friend. I thought that sort of thing you only read about in stories. Maybe one day there could be something like that between me and some other folk. Maybe even the folks standing under this roof.
Yeah, maybe.
At the moment, I'm working in the bar, and I'm surprised at the amount of things people talk about in the bar. If I'm not riding with you guys, or if you guys aren't around, I can keep ears and eyes open for this gentleman that you guys are looking for. This man named Hawk.
Yeah,
Send
that's a
him
good
the fish.
idea. Now, the only problem with that plan there, Mr. Bobby, is that, well, you're rolling dice going into town frequently, and if you're working at a bar, a lot of people are going to see your face. Now, don't take a genius to guess what kind of business we in, but me and my friend Bridger here, well, let's just say we are, we're good at picking folks to rob. Being a robber ain't hard. What's hard is being a good read of a person. You see, you don't want to rob someone that's too smart. You don't want to rob somebody that's too dumb. You want to rob somebody that's just right. You see what I'm saying?
Full horses coming right this way.
Yeah, well,
Hey!
Jesus.
You're
I'm
right.
sorry about that.
Oh, howdy.
hey, why
Howdy.
don't you back the fuck up, mister?
Howdy, yeah, no, all right.
Yeah, why don't you back the
I'm
fuck up,
trying,
huh?
I'm trying, I'm trying.
Oh wait, there's people in
Just
there.
let you know, this is
Yeah,
a thing
maybe
people
pay
do.
more fucking attention, eh?
Last fucking second.
Apologies.
Excuse me, sir. What's the meaning of that? You just ran me over.
I did not mean to do
Listen.
that.
Yeah, you
please
just-
don't
you
go
just-
through this bar.
Yeah, well, why don't
Please,
you
I
fucking
told
learn how to
you
ride a
don't
horse,
do
friend?
I've ride a horse
That's
just
so
fine.
calm.
Yeah,
down,
you haven't been
everything's
riding a
fine.
horse just fine, all
You
right?
won't if I put a bullet in it.
It's so calm. It's so
No, it
chill out.
ain't all right? You're riding horses like jackasses. You could have got somebody killed, all right?
Listen,
Now, I know
didn't
you.
like it.
Why don't you shut your fucking mouth when I'm talking to you?
Morgan,
Listen,
just
we don't
go.
want people get run over by horses, so use your horse responsibly. Is that too much to fucking ask?
You're
Am I asking you for a lot there,
basically
friend?
standing in the middle of the road.
We're standing under a
This
barn.
ain't a
'cause
fucking
it was
This isn't a
raining,
road.
friend.
As I said, many apologies. My
not
friends
fucking
can be
this.
rather stupid.
I apologize.
It's all right, Morgan. Just
Hey, what's
Go
your
on.
fucking friend's name? What's his name?
Who knows?
You don't know? You'll fucking know now.
You're not now.
Dumb fuck.
And that's the Egypt side
I'm
of
gonna go
him.
gun him down. Is that all right?
Alright. They just idiots. That's fine.
No, don't be gunning him down over something like that. He's just
We-
trading
we-
stupid
we
words.
We're
Oh, you
just
just run
talking.
fucking Dixon down. We ain't gonna go fucking gun him. You kidding
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, actually, you know what?
They're
Fuck
mugging
them.
us off, mate.
I'd be much obliged to someone if they had a bandage.
Morgan, you bleeding Ramadan.
Thought it was your loyalty. Hey.
Morgan is a friend. I'd like to not see you go gunning him down over stupid words.
Well, he won't even tell us that fucking guy's name.
Because he's loyal to people like that. That sort of, the other
who is
guys,
it then?
that's the other guys, I don't know. We can find out pretty easy. He's riding a big old striped thoroughbred. I think I've seen him before. The issue isn't
I'm
with
fucking
Morgan.
sick and tired of
Morgan's
this
trying to
shit.
protect his friends. I don't blame him
Let's
for
go
that.
fucking gun him down.
No, let's not gun Morgan.
Pick a side at some point.
I don't care about the other fellas, but Morgan's a friend of mine.
Alright. You tell them to fuck off then when we find them.
I will.
He won't do that. He already proved his loyalty to them. Where we going?
I'm fucking looking for them.
I believe they went to Valentine.
I'm
We're going
almost
back to Rose.
guaranteed that they went to Valentine.
Yeah, well, damn fucking Valentine. We can't
He
slaughter
won't
the
even
whole
fucking
town.
stay to apologise. Fuck that guy. I'm gutting him today.
Alright.
Oh boy. Yeah, but Morgan is a genuinely good friend of Sadhbh's. And to just turn on him would be pretty dirty. Like, Morgan is a good and loyal friend, so she's gonna do what she can to extricate him from the situation. Because that's Bridger getting all mad, and it's the guy with the thoroughbred. That blondie dude.
Now, Bridger, before you got this, man, I'm gonna ask you one thing.
Hey, what you asking, mate?
Instead of gunning them, you could tell them they gotta give our friend here $300 for his lovely loan. Now, killing
Oh,
four
the fella
men.
that rode off saying I ain't fucking doing this.
I take it it'd be
No,
grand if we
he
could,
did
you know,
right
try
out
and
saying
come
he
to some sort of
apologized, or claim to. I ain't saying he did.
I say we got them, all of them, at the same time. They aren't gonna fucking listen. I won't give their fucking names. Too tough to fucking apologise. We'll fucking see about that.
I would really prefer if we could go for some sort of rational solution
Yeah,
to
we ain't
this
feeling rational
before.
right now.
I can tell that. Morgan did apologize.
Yeah, well, the one that ran in did not.
Aye, but like to not gut everybody in the vicinity just because one person's being an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know where Bridger went either. Is that him? Yeah, it's him on the
Aye.
bus there.
The fella on the thoroughbred, aye, he was a bleeding Ramadan.
Just hope they didn't go to Valentine. He ain't gonna quit seeing red. Especially with his boy. He don't deserve that. He don't deserve to get hit by a fucking man just riding a horse through a pond.
No. I know, Ferris. That's what I'm thinking. Go holding on to every little grudge like that. The outfit isn't gonna last long. Yeah. Just saying, I don't really see the longevity of what you're trying to do if this is the way we react to every situation.
Yeah, I agree. Well, they also shouldn't have ran over our friend here.
No, I agree with that, but I think that there's more methodical ways to handle things.
Howdy.
Yeah, well, Sadhbh is not gonna shoot Morgan. She's not gonna go against Morgan like that. She's just not going to. He is a friend. He is one of the few peoples she's identified as, hey, that's my friend.
I'm not sure I'm a fancy enough gentleman for a volcano.
Howdy.
How ya?
I don't think it's picking up around here.
Prepare for fun, right?
Morgan, can you come with me, please? Right now, quickly.
Sure. Okay. Yep. Stay in here, right? All a bit melodramatic over a fucking horse.
Aye, but I don't want you getting shot for it.
Neither do I.
Right?
Listen, none of us own guns.
Well, we didn't know what people were running up on us. And then
But the second I
went
didn't tell
trapping us.
that big man a certain name, he started aiming real funny at me.
Sorry, what?
Well, when he asked for their name and I didn't give him a name, he
You
really liked pointing that
made
rifle
him
at me.
quite angry, all right? So don't go making him angrier.
I'm not
Doing a
making
lot.
him angry.
Well, you did.
We left.
Well, okay.
We left.
I know.
Well, maybe you should sort out his fucking mood.
Can you let me talk?
Yes.
And you know, understand the seriousness and the gravity of the situation. I care about you. You're a good friend. I'm gonna have your back. But I can't protect that fella back there.
I know. The funny part is he's going to be part of the crew.
Well, he's an idiot. I wouldn't. What is his name?
Right.
Rye. Did I rob
Don't
him one
repeat that.
time?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
This isn't
Well-
the time to laugh.
All right. Just you go around acting tough like that back at people. There's people in the crossing who are going to go after you for wee little things that don't really matter that much. Just say it. All that fella had to do, and it was mainly that the other fella. If he had just apologized, going, "Oh, I shouldn't have run through there when I couldn't see anything." Is this rabbit
Pretty sure he
tape?
did apologize.
No, he didn't. He
Going on the other
got.
side of the tree, please.
He got. All right, I gotta get back over there, but can you just stay clear? All right. Don't want you getting hurt. Stupid horse. Where'd everyone go to?
Inside the bar. I just
Alright.
confronted the fucker that did it and he apologised. So I
Alright.
left.
All right.
But if I stay in there, I'm going to do something that's going to upset you.
Well, I went and I got my friend out of there. Discuss with him that the problem is with that blondie.
Hey, and he apologised. So I'm over it.
Grand. Yeah, it's Sadhbh. How many people can't pronounce your character's name? Yeah, Sadhbh. A lot of people can't. Want me to bring anything while I'm in there?
Complimentary beer would go a long way.
Sure. You're Irish? That's how you knew? That's great. Perfect.
Just saying.
Because if somebody didn't fucking get something, then people are gonna get pissed off, and there's gonna
It's
be
a
a
peace
gunfight.
offering. It's a peace offering. It's fine.
And let's hope it says it's a peace offering and they don't, you know.
Could I get a couple of beers, please?
How many?
Couple. 2.
Did you ever learn how to count right?
Couple can mean 2, 3.
A couple's never
no.
meant 3. A couple.
I'd say a few if I wanted more than 2.
Some people
Just
have
two, huh?
different dictions.
Thank you.
When you call
Thank
a
you.
couple, like, you're a
All right,
couple,
look,
yeah.
I didn't know it was
Couple
that
of
big
people.
of a fucking deal. I'll
Yeah, it
make
is.
sure to correct myself next time.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
A couple can be 20 for an Irish person. Need the dark stuff. Alright, here you go.
I caught that man who's smoking a cigarette off, by God. Then hopefully you have the balls to take out the one to your right, and then, well, we see what happens.
I thought you'd do as much.
Yeah, well, the one behind the bar was the one that ran you over, so I at least gotta take care of him. First one was smoking a cigarette, probably is right-handed by the way he was smoking, so when he drew his gun, well, I probably would have to drop on him, hoping that you took the man with the Litchfield to your right.
My heart is pounding. Those are the first people here that gave me work. It was a tough spot to be in. I'm glad he gave up that gun. I figured you would do as much.
What, you took a gun from him?
Yeah, I told him you want to make bygones be bygones, you give Bobby here a gun. And he did, so.
Perfect.
I suppose that worked out then.
I
Yeah,
never
I was
wanted
hoping
it.
it was something nicer, but, you know.
I never wanted a gun more in my life. For his sake. Believe me, for his sake.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
well.
Gone. Fucking tired of people pushing folks around like that. Too much to say sorry, is it? Bullshit.
Well, you know what? I absolutely charged through that bar myself, but I also kind of looked before I did it. Didn't just go running over anyone who was in there.
His eyes were pointing at us. There was many of us standing there.
I think it
Well,
might
how we
have been
couldn't
the
see.
light and
Fucking mistakes happen,
Aye.
alright? But fucking turn back and say, I apologise, it's my fucking mistake, are you okay? That's just a fucking basic bullshit thing to do for somebody. I don't care who the fuck you are. I've seen the worst man in the world make a mistake and own up to it honestly. Ain't a fucking problem, is it?
You know, they acted a lot different here than they did on horseback back
Oh,
there.
of course
No,
they
it's-
fucking did, yeah. All real
it's
tough out there,
Peppo's
weren't
new
they?
character.
All puffed up. Fuck 'em. Sorry, Mr. Dixon, I apologise for
No,
showing that side of me. I don't know you from Adam, but that pissed me off quite a bit.
If it means anything, I told Mr. Addy over there that I don't think I can work there any longer.
Well, I apologise if I put you in that position, but look, I'm tired of how people fucking do shit like that. Look, the apology is enough. It ain't my beef.
Not too many people have done what you just did for me back there. And you as well, Jody. And you, Miss Side. Feels a little bit good.
Hey,
I'm glad there was no bloodshed there, but I feel like my chest just levitated about an inch.
Well, that makes one of us.
like
I think I
Jody
could have took
said,
all three of those fuckers.
Jody said camaraderie, eh?
Suppose he had something more expensive on him. He probably would have gave that up too, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I would hope so. I would have tried to take on all three of their friends.
I don't think it matters what he gave you. The fact that he had to be humbled and give you that is, I think it's worth its weight in, well, gold, really.
So that means something around here.
I think so. He just bent the knee, mate.
I'm gonna go put this gun away.
He was trying to shy away from that fucking apology. Not around me, mate. I
You
already apologised. We'll do it again. Yeah, go ahead, Six. I'm just fucking
I'll be
running it
right
through
back.
my head. Yeah.
Yeah, I was upset you walked in. I could have used you in there, but I wasn't backing down neither. I said, all right, well, here's the plan.
Well, if I stayed there any longer, I would have done something.
Yeah, I figured as much, but I was still there ready to do something.
Aye,
They
well,
didn't
half
give
the
him-
battle's knowing when to walk away when you need to.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. They
You were
still,
trying to talk me out of it all the way up here.
I wasn't trying to talk you
only
out.
hoping.
I was trying to make sure we was ready, and I wanted to eye them up and see if they was standing in the right way, and they wasn't. You tell a lot
Ready?
about a
One
man
of
by the
them
way he
backed out of
stands.
the bar to leave him. The other one was
Yeah.
trying to, it's good luck that we ride through there. I said, not for us.
Yeah, well, when you left, I told them they don't know the gravity of their actions, and riding a horse like that is irresponsible, and people die all the fucking time from horses. People think the only way people die is guns or from wildlife around here, and that's not true. People die of shit like that all the time, you know?
Yeah, all the time. I've seen people
Imagine if
die
they
of
just
getting hit
bowling
and run
pin
down by a
us.
fucking horse. That happens much too often. I don't fucking care about that. It was the way they handled it after the fact. That's what angered me.
yeah, I
Mistakes
agree.
happen, all right?
You're gonna kill a
think
man
I'll-
because you want to, that's fine. You kill a man by accident, you better damn feel bad about it. Come on now.
Hey, I would have honestly felt less angry if we killed Dixon accidentally and came back and said, oh my
Well,
God, what
die.
have I done? I would have been less angry
Yeah,
than not
I-
killing him and having that attitude about it.
Yeah, I
I
think
ain't
so too.
fucking dealing with this. Sorry, Sarv. I apologise. Put you in that position.
Well, it's alright. It seems like it worked out. Didn't go to trading bullets with a friend. Morgan's one of the few people that I'll jump to like that. He's been a good friend for quite a while now.
Yeah, well, I hope you two can clear things up.
Oh, I took him out back. If I went in there ahead of you and pulled him out back.
Oh, did you now?
Uh-huh,
That
I
was
did.
out back. Well, that was smart of you either way, because, you know, if they ain't want to get shot, and then it also helps me in case things do end up being a matter of hands.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Morgan admitted to me back there, yeah. That fella who wasn't apologizing. Apparently he was looking at him as someone who might be able to call on for a job in the future, but he's right out with that.
Oh, we just fucked it.
Mm-hmm. Aye, not a chance. See, Morgan's been running people by me for quite a while.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, look, no hard feelings with the rest of them, but that blonde fella, fuck me.
No, I agree. I can't fault Morgan for not wanting to blab the names of people he's running with, though.
Yeah, I mean, loyalty to a fault, right? It's gonna fucking happen. I get it. It's fine.
Do we have to worry about them saying anything to the law?
What are they gonna say?
What are they
Made
gonna
him
say?
apologize, made him give you a gun.
They run you down with a fucking horse. So we
I mean,
went and
Bobby,
got
they
on their
lucky I didn't
face.
pull the trigger when I saw them coming. It crossed
Night,
my mind, but I
Ferris.
wanted to make sure that what was happening was
I'll
happening.
probably go
you
to
know,
bed
I figured
here
they
soon.
didn't see us or some shit because, you know, it was dark in there or something like that. But I thought about blasting my double barrel right here.
I was drawing an iron too because I wasn't sure what they were doing. Didn't know who they were. I thought we were under attack for a second. That's one way to open an attack, just run into people.
I just figure maybe one of them feels a little bit wounded. They just have to swallow their pride.
Yes,
it's
they
a
should.
big thing to swallow.
That they might say that we went over there and held them up. I think the law will
Good.
take their side, not yours.
The law can come at us. It's
Well,
fine.
you see, we have many weapons, Bobby. But they ain't just guns. I got my good looks. Me and Bridget here both got tongues. We be just fine.
There you go
I ain't
again with
worried.
your good looks.
Well,
Are you sure
know,
they're as good as you say they are?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, take a good look at me.
He's kind of weird looking.
He's got that sad poet look to him with those big
Yeah.
eyes.
See?
Oh, yeah, he
See?
does.
He gets it. He gets it.
Hey.
Is that
Yeah, I
sad
guess he
poet
does.
or wounded puppy?
Which one you like more?
Preferred
Not-
rubbish bin earlier on.
Rubbish bin. Yeah. All right, all right.
Speaking of which, you wanna hold this bottle, dear?
No, get the fuck out of here.
One of them gentlemen that was inside the bar went to the bank and was eyeing this crowd over here. There he goes. What's that blonde man's name? He was the one that did the running over.
Name's Rye.
He's Rye.
Aye, like rye wheat.
Yeah, I know him now as Mr. Sorry.
Do you think?
Rye, sorry.
Do you think they're the type to come get vengeance?
Yeah, I hope
No.
they is.
No, they the type to buckle in their own fucking saloon. Look,
I
why
just
we
don't
call 'em-
understand.
we
I
should
just don't
call-
understand arrogance on a horseback. There was guns out, and they just rode off like it was nothing. Like they
Boy,
were
Johnny really
impervious.
likes that hat.
He
He
does a
probably got
gunfire.
reprimanded when the fella with the
That was a
longer
Summers
hair
hat.
tried to talk to us when we got in there. Hey, we should call him Apollo. Last name G's. Mr. G's.
I think Apollo is doing him too much service.
Apologies. Wow.
You get it? Mm-hmm. You get it?
Yeah,
It's
I
a good
got
one,
it.
huh?
Aye,
Yeah,
it's,
good
it's
one.
pretty good. It's pretty good. I haven't heard that one
Hey.
before.
Let's call him Apollo.
It's perfect.
Say the law was. Say the law did start looking
Apollo.
for y'all, and say there was a little bit of bloodshed there. You were alone, Jody, inside, while your partners were outside. It was just me and you in there. Where would you guys go afterwards?
Well,
Back to camp. Laugh
Yep.
about it.
back to camp.
Is this a camp that I'll be learning about soon? Cause I have a camp somewhere too.
Well, yeah. Give me and Bridget a moment here. We'll why don't you two get to know each other? And
Sure.
me and
Sure.
yeah, we'll step away for a moment.
Wait, where's he going?
I think you're supposed to go with him.
I'm supposed to go with Sade.
Oh.
Scythe. It's Scythe.
With a V.
Aye, you say Scythe.
Scythe.
What
Scythe.
What were you calling me?
Side. S-I-D-E. Side.
No, that's not my name.
Like being on the side person.
No, absolutely not.
Scythe. What type of name is that? Is that a nickname that you grew up with?
No, that's me given name.
The first time I heard it, I thought you were Cyan.
What sort of name would Cyan be?
I thought you were trying to express that you were annoyed. You know when people sigh, but rather than actually sighing, you were saying
Oh,
the
you
word.
mean sighing, not scion like Can't even think what a scion is.
That's right. Like, what's your name? And then you said sigh.
Scythe.
Sigh. I got it. What is that? That's Irish.
Aye.
What's that short for?
Not short for anything. That's the name.
Your mama and your papa gave you that name.
Aye. I mean, as most names go, aye.
Well, sure, but my mama and my papa, they gave me a name, but I go by something else.
I've never been the type really
The type of what?
for going by a different name.
Well, sometimes we get nicknames in life that just stick.
Hasn't really happened yet.
There's the names that were given and the names that were earned. Over there, you said that one of those gentlemen were your friend.
Aye.
Which one?
Morgan, the one in the green and black. The one who lingered the longest.
How would you have felt if Jody and that pulled the trigger?
I'd have been rather upset with him. Morgan's a good friend of mine. Not going to turn my back on him. So I did everything I could to mitigate the situation. Went and got Morgan out of there. Morgan understood. Because Morgan has me back.
Like Jody has you back.
I hope so. Haven't known Jody too long, but shaping up to be that way,
Oh, I guess I misunderstood. I thought the three of you were a really tight trio. A tight company.
No, just started running with him yesterday.
Looks like me and you are rookies.
I wouldn't call myself a rookie.
A freshman. Well, maybe you're a sophomore now. I'll be the freshman.
I don't even know what those words mean.
Well, you ain't never been to school.
No.
Well, I
No,
didn't
not
do too
really.
much in school either, but over here in the States, sophomore is the beginner, junior is the middle, and senior is the end.
Was that the
But the
case
very
in this
beginning,
period of
they
time?
call that
I don't
a
think
freshman.
so.
Freshman Dixon.
Uh-huh.
If you had to choose between Morgan and Jody over here, do you know what choice you would have made?
I'd have to go to Morgan. Known Morgan a lot longer. I know for a fact that Morgan has me back. Just met Jody.
It would have been real strange if everybody started shooting at the barn to see you draw arms against Jody there.
I'm not the kind to just start shooting wildly.
You're not, and I like to think myself as not being one of those type either, Sadhbh. But it seems like those other gentlemen, especially Bridges over here and Jody, they seem to be that type.
I think Bridger got a certain nerve touched right there. Jody didn't seem quite so keen on the idea. We were talking about how to try and mitigate the situation on the way over. And Bridger apologized to me for putting me in that position right there, so I'm rather impressed with that.
Okay, I hear you. I'm just still trying to learn. I've always been a solo type of man. Rode the rails for a while. It's kind of nice. You ever ridden the rails?
You mean just hopping on the trains?
That's right.
Aye.
It's nice, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't say that. More like dodging, getting, everything taken from me, and the engineers on the cars extorting you to keep you on, and if they find you in the middle of the night, well, you might get kicked off. Someone would throw people off in the middle of the night.
Well, see, that's where,
Without the train slowing.
well, there's your mistake. First step is you're supposed to have nothing. Just some tattered clothing. Maybe a
Aye,
knife
well,
in
if
your
you have
sock.
if you have absolutely nothing, you might get just tossed off the train when it's going full speed in the middle of the night.
Well, see, the type of train you're gonna get on is a freight car. One that's delivering goods. No one's checking for a ticket on those, as long as you can slip on.
No, they go and they inspect those. I was thrown off of one of those, just like you're speaking of. They grabbed me by the nape of my neck in the middle of the night, dragged me to the edge.
You mean to tell me while the train is moving, they're climbing through those carts?
Aye.
Well,
They
thank
check at
goodness I
stops and
never-
they check while it's moving.
Thank goodness I never had that problem.
Aye, sounds like you were lucky.
Yeah, or maybe I had an instinct for it.
Well, yeah, fucking Jody's fallen in love with you two, alright? He's gonna be over here and gonna be telling you about how much he loves you in a moment. He's gonna get a coffee first.
This isn't Jody.
No, but that's what he's gonna look like in 10 years if he keeps stressing me out. Maybe
On
I'll
a
look
ca-
like that.
On account of you or us?
No, not you two. You two are fine. He's alright. You two are alright.
You know, I asked
Well, yeah.
Jody back in the saloon what he would have done if that man didn't give up a gun. He said he would have started shooting.
Well, you just told me the same thing. He's willing to shoot a few people in there for you.
How prepared were you to shoot back there at the barn? Was
I'm
it for sure
amazed
you...
I didn't already shoot him in the back, to be honest. Only the fact that when I told that Morgan fella, I said, what's your boy's name? I was going to say, well, you can answer for his fucking crimes. I was going to just blow his horse's head off right there and then. But he walked off. when I screamed at him, he didn't turn around again. That's the only reason why I didn't already shoot him. Sorry, Sadhbh. It's the truth. Well, you'll come to learn I'm the nasty one of the group.
What do you say now, Sadhbh?
What do you mean?
Maybe we'll talk about it later.
Bridger and Morgan don't know each other. I don't expect any sort of loyalty between them. What's important to me is that Morgan didn't get hurt for simply being there in the middle of it, for being around Egypts.
But if he had gotten shot,
Well,
I'd be pretty cross about it, eh?
Well, we'd have that conversation after.
Here
So I
comes-
like you, but you know, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck who crosses me, and if you care about him.
here comes Papa Jody.
Papa Jody, is that the new thing now?
Where he's been calling you father this whole time.
Yeah, I don't know. He definitely looks like the dad attitude, as I think, but maybe that's just me.
Where I'm from, we say Papa.
All right.
Well, yeah, Papa Jody, I like that.
Yeah. Well, me and Bridget here have a proposition for y'all.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, we're in the middle of a small,
All right, go on.
barbed conversation about how I was going to shoot Morgan and she was none too
All right,
pleased.
then go on, get on.
So I
with it.
was just telling her that if someone crosses me, I don't really care if she feels
But
badly about it.
that's the thing, is he didn't cross you. It was the person he was with. He
Right,
just did the noble
yeah,
thing and
he
didn't go ratting on his friend.
Right, but here's the thing, right? I've been in groups of people before that have committed what I would call a minor atrocity. Let's say that.
Really?
Fuck it. Move on.
Does the entire town need to walk right through this group?
Apparently. Look, my point is that I've been in groups of people before that have wronged folks and they fucking walked off, and I've stayed and I fucking talked to them. But then they put their arms around me and said, "You're with us now," and I joined them. It happened, right? There was this time where I had a friend in a fucking pub, and he basically had laid hands on a woman he shouldn't have done. You know, and he'd had someone important's woman. You know, it was all kosher. You know, she wanted it, and maybe a bit too much, if I'm honest. She was it doesn't matter what she is. My point is that he'd come up behind me and pushed me up behind my back and said, "All these boys here want to fucking beat the shit out of me." And do you know what I did? I said, "All right," and I stood with him, and 6 of these fellas were all punching their hands and rubbing their knuckles, ready to fuck me up. Well, I was going to lose this fight, no doubt, 2 of us versus 6 of them. And they all said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Standing up for my mate, that's what you do." And they said, "You might want to look behind you." I looked behind me and he'd fucking run off and left me there. But the point is I stood there to answer for it, right? They told me, "You're all right." They put their arm around me and I joined them in the end. Fuck that fella.
Aye, well,
But he had a choice to do that himself, you know? That was obviously a minor atrocity.
aye, well,
And he could have stayed and answered for someone else's wrongdoings. He could have apologised on his behalf, but no, he was snappy, he was not very courteous, and he fucked up.
no, I'm actually going to speak to him further on it, and I don't think it'll be happening again.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Sadhbh. Look, it's just the way I feel about it, sweetheart.
No, I understand it. I'm not going to say that he's not naive and a wee bit ignorant sometimes. So I'm going to be speaking to him about it. I've been sort of coaching him on things.
Well, don't 2 of you fucking ruin your lives for us in one day. Already got fucking old Dixon Street over here quitting his fucking job, packing his little bag on a
Well,
stick,
it's a-
going back
No,
to New
believe
York
me, it's
in the
not
fucking
been- it's
morning.
not been ruining
It's a little
anything.
bit hard for me to go to work. Then I figured I had to make a choice.
Yeah, we're going to fuck it out for you. We're going to talk about that more in a
No,
moment.
I wanted Morgan to work on things, but he's a wee bit too wary about getting in trouble for it. He's a wee bit too
Well, that's
worried
fine.
about
Not everyone's
please.
gonna be
He's
risking it all.
It's
he's
a
a wee
little
bit
bit
too
hard to
worried
go
about
to
pleasing
work.
everybody's around.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm just checking in right here. I'll be covering this shift. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the weapon. Sorry for potentially killing everybody in the bar. Well, I had a
Yeah,
choice
well.
to make over there, and I figured this side was a little bit better than that side.
Yeah, I'm glad things didn't go that way.
Hey, there we go. I like that. Old fucking Dixon Street. Okay.
You know, those the chancels that I got the money from. They're not angels over there. I heard a lot of bad stuff about them. A lot worse than
So
those.
boy.
A lot worse than the folks standing in that bar. But the folks standing and working in that bar, they don't have a Bastille restaurant. Have you seen their home? There's a guy named Furio Bonanno that showed me his home. Well, if bad folk like that can make that type of money, maybe being bad ain't so bad, if you understand me.
Yeah, well, you can also make some money not being that bad from what I heard. I hear those boys as killers. I mean, they funny. We actually just met Mr. Furio and we talked to him for quite some time.
Aye,
He
they're
was a
pretty
nice
good
fella.
crack.
Yeah, they're pretty funny, but they also fucking kill folk.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe
But
they have good
if-
reason for
if-
it.
Exactly. If pushed hard enough, I think any of us would fucking kill
I was
someone.
going to say, I think
I
that
mean,
most
I
people that
almost
go
did about,
killing people take a
Right.
good reason for it. Just sort of the way it goes.
They got my fucking blood boiling back there. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I could tell.
Mr. Jody here wasn't too far behind you. Like I said, when you walked out, he kept standing there.
Hey, sorry, I thought I was the only one that was pissed off. The last thing I heard from Jody is, you sure about this? Old Dixon ain't even that upset about it. So I figured
Well,
I
he
was the only
wasn't.
one that was pissed. I got my
No, I
apologies
was
for it, and
pissed. I
happy.
was still going no matter what you said. I was just making sure you was in it, brother. That's all.
Oh, I was in it. If
Oh, I saw
stayed
you were
there,
seeing red. I
motherfuckers
saw.
were getting shot.
I was just
I can
making sure if
guarantee
we were
you.
going in that fight, I wanted to make sure you was you was sharp.
I
Sir?
wouldn't have come in there if I wasn't prepared to do something. I was hoping, I'm not gonna lie, that there was no bloodshed on account of those were the people that hired me. But I let you take the lead. I bit my tongue, prayed for the best, and you know what? The best happened. About $12 worth.
Well, not the complete
Well, we
best.
split
I
it.
was hoping that fella with that Litchfield would have gave it to you. That's what I was hoping. That was a pretty gun. You see that? It had a black metal with that lacing. Looked real good. I was hoping to give that to you. That'd be something to give your son if you ever had one day.
To be quite honest, I was looking over at your hand.
Oh well.
I was wondering to see if that finger was gonna start twitching.
Well, you was thinking about it.
I know, so I felt it.
But point taken, I shouldn't have walked out. I figured you would have been following me.
I was fine with you walking out. It made it more fun for me. I at least had to think about it rather than just act on it, because Bridget, I think me
Hey,
and
can you
are
guys
taking
find
that.
somewhere else to walk? For goodness sake, there's a crowd
Yeah.
of people that keep crossing right between us.
All right. Well, Jody, why don't we get to the procession of we fucked this guy's life up. May as well give him somewhere to live for a bit.
Yeah. So we was wanting both y'all wanted to well, we don't have any formalities, we don't have any contracts or anything like that. We do have camp code, but we were wondering if the both of you would like to become become members of the Humble Bunch.
That's the name, the Humble Bunch.
Well, it was originally
apparently it's
floating
the name-
around, but now after this this transpiring of events, that's what we do. And Bridget gave me a nice little spiel when he was buzzing over there.
Look,
Rubbed
it's
in
a
my
double
face
joke,
a few
all right?
times, but it's a double joke. Yeah, we humble people. Those boys didn't want to apologize to you, Bobby, for what they did, and we humbled them. It's also a joke because I am insanely good looking, obviously. But I don't think I
There
have
we
to.
go. There
I
it
ain't not
is.
humble at all. It's
I
a
pray,
joke.
I pray nobody humbles us one day. The way they got humbled today.
Well, that's the thing. When people try to humble us, we just talk them out of it. We say, "You don't want to do that, friend. We're the best."
I
Alright,
can tell you.
Let's bring this circle somewhere else. These folks are
It's
pissing
driving me
off.
crazy.
I was like, it'll stop. They'll stop coming through. I promise.
Yeah, but name's a joke. It doesn't have to be a real fucking name.
Here's the thing. I can tell you that since coming to the crossing, I've not had solid days in a row getting people to coordinate together and actually have each other's back and stuff. You know, I find someone who I think has some potential to work with, and next thing you know, be like, all right, we can start, work on things together, see how it works out, and then they just disappear. Never see them again.
Now, you just saying that, or you saying that because you want to join me and Bridget because we're so good looking?
Christ, give it a rest. Just for like half a fucking
All
day.
right.
Let
Half
us
a day.
breathe.
Well, I'm a man, Bridget. I ain't perfect. Jesus. Anyways.
Hey, he
Anyways,
admitted
yeah.
something right there. He ain't perfect. He admitted that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you
Yeah.
don't.
What-
It's a
No,
few moment, mate.
What is exactly this entail? Because, I got some things that I'm working on the side that are kind of like individual ventures.
All right.
But
all
I
right.
would like to be riding side by side. I really enjoy what happened today. As crazy as it was, it made my heart start pumping.
All right. Well,
Seeing the DiCenzos and their station in life got my heart pumping. Filled me with a bunch of ideas. And like I said, they're not the nicest of people. So maybe I shouldn't be so nice either. If Bobby Dixon is considered one of the humble bunch, is that gonna restrict him in his other endeavors?
I don't see why I would, and I also would, I don't know, I'd implore you, Mr. Dixon, to look deep inside yourself when you, you do decide to ride with us to see what it is, how we live. Now, we don't make a ton of money, we ain't rich or anything like that, but I believe we're rich in company, and well, we live a happy, simple life. Now, I ain't saying we ain't ever gonna have a big score, we don't want to make money, because we do, but, wanting to live in fancy mansions and, well, having just throw around money like them DeCenzo boys, well, I don't know if that's ever in our cards. But if you're looking for camaraderie and, well, time of your life, I think you found what you're looking for.
Seems like everything is moving 1,000 knots per hour.
I agree. I think it's too soon.
All right.
I'm eager though, and I'm honored.
Well, why don't you come spend a night at camp with us?
I'd love to do that.
Me and Bridget plan on finding us a new camp if y'all do decide that you think about riding with us, because, you know, we're getting a little bigger now. We need more tents. And then we can see where to go from there.
All right.
We mentioned about $250 a week coming easy. The type of work you guys
Well,
do.
that's your thing that you brought on yourself, eh? You're not expecting us to foot the bill on that, eh?
I'm not expecting you to foot the bill, but this gentleman said that the type of work they do, that type of money comes easy, especially within that time frame. You also mentioned something about judging men.
Depends
good
how
and
you
bad.
look at it. Depends how you look at it. I ain't saying we get $250 a week in cash. I mean, how much you think we made in cash, Bridger?
I don't know, 500, 600?
Yeah, something like that.
You mentioned something else about being a judge of character, knowing who to rob. Not someone that's too smart, not someone that's too dumb. That seems like the type of class that I want to attend. And I was wondering when that education, or rather when that curriculum begins, and when it does, if I can have a seat at the table.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
That's more or less what Jody's inviting you along to, is to get deeper into this. But we ain't going to be making a living fucking murdering people. I ain't going to say we're going to be the most honourable fucking people, but if there's some money to be made and the mark is right and the time is good, you know, we're going to be doing it. But if we're going to see someone that's carrying $1,000 but there is somebody, we ain't going to be doing it. We're going to be doing it smart, keeping ourselves alive.
That's grand.
And at a prison.
Ain't out of fucking prison. That's probably the biggest priority for all of us there, is our freedom. Because if we can't see how beautiful Jodie is when we're in prison, how the fuck will we ever live?
I don't think the Hagen thing's gonna happen
See,
anytime
you got
soon.
your priorities set straight, Bridget. Good man.
There's plenty
What
of time.
happens if this hawk walks by? You mentioned something about nailing a man to a wall. I didn't know if that was figurative speech, but after seeing what took place in the saloon, I imagine that you guys mean what you say.
I mean, you literally hold him there, Dixon. You hold him against the wall, and I will take the nails and pin him into his shirt so he's held up there by his fucking clothing. And you have to get someone to tear him down. That's what I mean to do.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm going to nail the fella actually to the fucking wall. But his clothing, hold him there and put a signpost around his neck. Remember to get it off, and then someone will have to come over. Either that'll make him walk through town, wearing that sign on his neck for a day. Humbling.
And those friends of his, what if they decide that the folks that did that to him, that nailed him up on the wall, that they deserve some humbling?
Well, it sounds like I've got a Schofield and 6 friends inside of it that say different.
Ah, I understand. Well, for the time being, I'd like to count myself in, and I'd like to start my education, at least in part.
Good man.
Hey, good.
I mean, despite my fears right back there, I've liked how you've been operating. You've had me back so far. So I'm willing to give it a good shot.
If it's any consolation, me and Bridget here should definitely be, in shackles right now. 100%.
Yeah, the fact that we aren't, I think, speaks for itself. And I think every now and then there needs to be a display like that. I know it's awkward for you, Sadhbh, but people will talk about what happened in there, and no one's going to fucking fuck with Mr. Dixon Street anymore.
They mystify.
That's right.
And that's
At
how
least-
it works.
At least not when I'm with Bridger and Jody over here, Miss Sive.
Well, you're going to be seen around us a lot more. So when someone does get robbed and they think I might go tell the law, maybe Mr. Apollo G's over there has already said, hey, don't fuck with these folks, just so you know they're a little bit unstable. But like a table with 3 legs.
Yeah, that's right. No, someone mentioned something about a camp. Is it too soon to see this camp? Because I feel a black cloud rising above us.
No, we should probably ride and get back to camp. We're gonna make it by nightfall.
Right.
All right, then. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, we should be there before night.
Right there, Tyrannus. Oh, sorry.
See, look how easy that is.
Bobby, what'd you name your horse?
Beautiful.
Crayola.
Is that what you named the horse?
That's what the horse breeder said. He was a Crayola.
Oh, Criollo. I said, what did you name him?
Crayola.
All right, I thought you were
So
saying
you
the
just
horse's
named
breed.
The horse the breed of the horse.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you something, Mr.
Crayola.
Bridger?
Yeah, as long as it's not soppy.
One thing that kind of bugs me is
That Peppo
when
laugh.
people get too creative with their horses' names.
Yeah, all right.
What's the name of your horse?
Chelsea.
Oh. Is that where you're from? You're from Chelsea.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
There you go. See, I like that.
Yeah.
And
When
ma'am,
this
what's
one
your
dies, next one will be called Chelsea too.
and what's your horse called, ma'am?
This is Tyrannus.
Tyrannus. Now, what is that where you're from?
No.
Tyrannus, Ireland.
No, that's an Irish god of thunder.
See, too creative. I'm a
Overly
Dixon on this.
creative. Overly
Let me go get
creative.
let me go get my fearless leader.
Well, I've got a great love for horses. I'm gonna stick with me creative names. Next one's gonna be named Banshee.
You all right? Taking your
Yeah.
sweet time.
Yeah, let's get my horse.
We're talking about horses' names, Joe.
Yeah, well, I know Chelsea's obviously. You said yours is Tyrannus there, Si?
Tyrannus, not Tyrannus, but Tyrannus.
All
Hey,
right.
Dixon's name is Criollo. How about that?
Did he really now?
Yeah.
That's right. That's what he is. I would have called him horse, but that's what I call my other baby.
Yeah, I like that.
But what's your horse called?
His name's Bucky.
Cause he's buckskin.
Yeah, he also won't be too afraid to buck you off here and there. He also just, look at his 2 front teeth. They make him look like a buck. He's a good boy, though.
So I take it you guys live in the east.
We
Yeah,
live,
man.
yeah. You'll see, it's a nice little spot.
You're gonna tell them the camp rules too.
Yep, that's why. How do you read my mind like that sometimes, Bridger?
This can't be the camp. I don't see a roof over our head. I don't see a tarp.
Nah, this ain't it.
Can't be these bushes here.
No, we're close. I'm just going over camp rules with y'all.
All right.
Luckily for you, Dixon, newest member always has to stay outside in the bushes. And seeing as you said yes first, sorry, Simon.
All right.
He's just messing with it. He's just funning around. We got
Oh no, really? I thought he
I-
was serious.
I told you we're freshmen. There's always a bit of hazing when you're a newcomer.
I still don't know what
true,
that
too.
means.
That means you're a
Actually,
big,
little
you're a
newer than
rookie.
you, though, by a few seconds.
What was
I
that?
was telling her I thought you guys were a trio. A real tight trio.
There's one more of us as well.
Yeah, you want to
Hey,
see a
Joe.
man truly sneak around. Crowley's quite good at it.
Hey, he's always in the wings. We're almost up to 6, mate.
Yeah, I noticed that.
This can't be it. Did someone burn down your camp?
Well, there is a basement in this husk here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
some
we
bums
know.
staying in there. I peed in there the other day.
Gross.
On my territory.
With all due respect, I don't want to stay there.
No, we ain't staying there, no. Even camp's better than that. All right, well, we'll go over camp code real quick just so we all on the same page on there. Because, without camp code, well, That's how you end up in irons. So, rule number 1, no firing guns near camp. You want to hunt something, you want to score some game, use a bow. Ain't nobody gonna get some. No gun use near camp. Use your best judgment, but the farther away you are, the better.
Aye.
We got that?
Mm-hmm.
Dixon?
Yeah, we got it. Sounds pretty reasonable.
All right. Rule number 2. You can't bring anybody back to camp without full permission from the group. Everybody gotta agree. Gotta be unanimous. What I don't want to see, me and Bridget originally made this rule for lovers, but I think it should appeal to everybody, is that you shouldn't be able to bring any back. You don't want someone else at camp that you don't know is coming. You know what I mean?
Aye.
What if we come one day and we have some squatters?
Well, we'll take care of that when it happens.
I think it hasn't happened yet.
No, not too many people lay claim to camps. You know, you can sleep anywhere. And if they do, well, we'll pick up our tents and move. That's the beautiful thing about having a camp.
Oh yeah, keeping it on the move. The second we're seen there or spotted there, we'll be moving. That means everyone has to fucking muck in. Grab a wagon, whatever it takes. Load up, get gone. Don't get too attached to the ground we're sat on. We'll be moving.
I've got a few nice places in mind, though, if you ever need suggestions.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll take them. I'd be happy to see them. I was actually going to suggest probably next time we all together, we do a little bit of educating, and then, we can pick up camp and move, or move camp before, then ride together, etc.
Is anybody wanted that's a part of your outfit?
Not that we know of, but that don't mean we ain't.
I don't think I'm directly
Everyone
wanted,
but
but they
you
might
want
come
me.
and try and question me about things.
Shit, I've robbed 7 or 8 people in the last week.
Yeah.
I don't think a single one of them's gone to the door about it.
Seems like that reputation is working wonders.
Exactly. Oh, you
Say-
be reasonable and, they don't talk.
Say, Bridget, with all due respect, I have something I want to ask you.
Yes?
What you did back there, did you do it for me or for the sake of your reputation?
Wasn't really about my reputation, it was more about the principle of the matter, to be honest. I'll be honest with you, Dick, I don't fucking know you that well yet, I don't really care about you that much. Sorry, mate. But,
I
you seem
didn't think-
alright. It's not a good prospect.
So is that just the 2 rules? No shooting near camp and then,
No, there's one more.
alright. Imagine something like not leading a chase
Fair.
back to camp would be a good one. Keep in mind.
But if I robbed you for a few months, I would have done it only for you.
Yeah. Well, I'll go
We'll
over it.
get there if we ever get there,
I understand.
I ain't
Oh,
like-
I do like
over
this
it.
place.
Joe, we'll be right over, mate. I want to talk to Dixon real fast.
Yeah, all right.
But I ain't like fucking Joe, then.
I've actually had my eye on this place before. Not a lot of people know about it.
It's a good little spot. I mean, it got everything you could want. It got enough tents, it got enough space, it get water.
I like how it's sunk down. Not in people's island.
Yeah, it's a nice little camp.
Proper cooking fire too.
Yep.
Aye.
A nice little spot. Ain't too many predators live around here, It ain't,
No,
it
I-
ain't too safe. It ain't. Honestly, I'm sad we're gonna have to move, but we have been seeing a lot of folk out here. Today we saw some native fella rode by. I mean, Bill probably knows that we live out here. See, we seen anybody else? I think we saw 2 more fellas hunting about a week ago north of here. That's about it. But I do like how close it is to Ammo Station, how many people go in there. It's easy to pick people up there.
Aw, Dubai, thank you.
So what do you think? What do you think of our little humble abode?
Like I said, I do really like this place. I've had my eye on it before. So I've been trying to sort of put together an outfit for a while and just not finding the right people. You understand?
Yeah, I totally understand.
Well, I think what that's going to turn into if I'm with y'all is if we need an extra body for something, I might have some people who I can call on.
Gotcha.
What
Good to
on?
know.
And I'm going to talk with Morgan, try and make sure that he doesn't cross lines with us. He's a good fella. He knows a lot of people. I mean, you were asking about that Danny fella. He knows about that fella. He knows a lot about him. He knows a lot about a lot of people. So I can just as easily ask him about that sort of thing.
I see. Well, here's the thing. Me and Bridget, well, we both hotheads. I mean, you can see that. We just kind of differ in our own ways.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bridget and I, well, we both see the same shade of red, but he just sees it a little bit quicker, I think. I still burn just as hard as he does, and that's why I stayed in that saloon, because, well, I agree with him. The principle of what those boys did, well, it just wasn't right.
No, I was quite cross with that Rye fella. I don't think I heard him say sorry at all when they rode off.
No, he did, but I mean, he didn't go about it in the right way.
No, it was more of, you know, how dare you call me out? How dare you be upset that I nearly killed you with my horse? But, sorry. No,
It's all right. Mikasa Sukasa. Did we finish the camp code yet, Joe?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
But we're almost done. It's quick. No guns near camp. Use a bow if you want to shoot something.
I know, I do love this camp. We're going to move the...
No bringing anybody to camp unless everybody knows about it. I'd probably add a third one that you don't tell anybody outside of us where camp is, or that you even stay at a camp, because then, well, folks are going to go looking around camps.
Aye, true.
So I would just say, overall, camp stays between us. It's a sacred thing. It's our home, right?
Aye, we don't need anyone rummaging or...
Yep.
Yeah.
Say
The
some-
last rule. Oh, God.
Say some lawmen are pursuing somebody here and pursuing them hard, close on the trail.
You shouldn't go to camp if you're being pursued.
I don't mean in a moment, man, with all due respect. I mean that the law is put out a task force to find this person and they're getting close.
I think I wrote
I don't mean
through it
behind them.
yesterday,
I just mean that they're eager to figure out where this person lives.
but I was up
Someone's
for
got a lot of heat on them. Do they still come to camp?
Well, you see, in that context, friend, you're thinking about camp as we're camping now. We comfortable right now, right? We picked a good spot. It's close to a lot of amenities. You got fresh water. You got a open blue sky. You got a telegram station just a few clicks north of here. Like, that's the thing. If we wanted, Dixon, things will change. We got to be on the move, and that's the beauty of being a true outlaw. You camp. See, folks who shack up somewhere, well, they get found. You always on the move. Folk ain't
Well,
gonna
I
find you.
guess what I mean is, back over there at that saloon. I don't mean to keep talking about it, but that seemed like a big moment. There could have been bloodshed there. Many people could have died. Many people
Yeah.
could have been bleeding. That means this whole place would have been swarming with lawmen. I don't mean this camp exactly. I mean Valentine, maybe Blackwater, the main roads. In that situation where we have still come back here, I guess that's what I'm getting
told
at.
us you grab your bedroll off your horse and we'll stay in somewhere else for the night. Lay on the
Okay.
ground, stay somewhere real low, we be fine.
Right. Grab a wagon, load up what we need. The bare essentials, you know.
Okay.
Load it up, move it along.
All right. I like the way that sounds.
We should have some kind of... we should leave a sign here if the camp's burned, eh? So if anyone gets up or comes back and we're separated, they get back, they know.
I gotta.
So why don't we should do something with the fire. It's the centerpiece of the camp. Why don't we leave something in it?
I was about to say something like crossed logs or something, but that can always be kicked or something.
Yeah, what if they burn out or something? You know.
Well, I wasn't gonna say burn it. I was maybe off to the side or
Well,
something.
I gotta camp somewhere with some fellas. I don't think we're not as close as say Jody, you and Bridget are, but one of our peoples can't read. And we get pieces
Yeah,
of
I'll
paper
find-
and we put symbols on them in a certain spot that only we know about.
All right, why don't we put a lantern? Leave a lantern in the fire.
A lantern in the fire, okay.
Yeah. You've got lanterns all around here. Just toss one in there. It'll be obvious. A lantern should never be in the fire, right? So if it's in there, you know it's burned.
Okay, I understand. And once we see that lantern, we pick up and we move.
I would say maybe get the fuck out of there. Maybe if there's no one at the camp, that means it's burned. Get out. That's what that means.
Aye,
You
that
shouldn't
sounds
be
good to
here.
me.
I'd say
should,
here's something. Here's something completely. I don't think anyone pick up on it but us. You find a tree near camp, and with every camp we pick, you pick the tree. Now, if a camp's burned, you mark an X in that tree, yeah? Think about it. Somebody can come and pick up a lantern, and they can move it around and whatnot, or someone can
true.
learn the secret or some shit like that, or, you know, plenty of things could happen. But if you mark a tree, they can't change that. They can't do anything about that. Yeah?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, all right. Well, what's the tree for this camp?
Right here behind this fire.
Okay.
All right, when you say behind,
There's 2 trees right there.
there's
but-
I see about
no,
100
there's
trees
2.
around
There's
us.
2.
There's a lot of trees.
That's not that many
This
options.
tree right here in front of me.
Aye, that multi-branched one right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
But to be honest, this camp will probably be considered burned next time we meet. I'd say we probably plan if we stay here for the 9 or so.
Everybody here read telegrams. Everybody here send telegrams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, do you guys write sensitive information in those telegrams?
I typically
no.
do not know.
Okay.
I try
Or
to be
somebody
quite
gets
cautious
the mail.
about what I'm sending.
Unless you take your mail, unless you throw away even then, it don't present shit. You know, when you send your mail, the mailman could just read it right then and tell the lawman if he wanted to. You know.
Okay.
So say they put someone in the telegram department, they could just sit in there. Hello there, sir. Would you like to send some conspicuous mail today? I'll just read that as I put it in the envelope for you.
I thought somebody just came up looking around who this sir is that you're saying hello to. Listen, we're not shooting around this property. We're not firing guns. So I take it you guys aren't doing any roadside robberies around here neither.
Well, we're
You'd
trying
be
to
wrong.
pick our locations wisely. You know, we think it's smart if you pick a town that you're gonna frequent a bunch where you don't rob anything around there. You know, lawmen might not pick up on who you is. Some folks we don't even tell our real name. Some folks would do. It's kind of like a gut thing. It makes it interesting as well. I like it.
Yeah. You need a fake name, Dixon. What is it?
It's gotta be fake but believable.
You can take your time.
Yeah, don't rush it. Think hard on it. I'm sick of mine, but it's been working. I think people believe it.
Well,
He's
listen,
Ken Gormley. I'm Leon.
you're Leon and he's Kid Gormley?
Ken
Ken.
Gormley. Yeah.
Ken Gormley.
Yeah.
A lot of folk
Yeah.
already know me is the problem. I show my face everywhere. Told them I'm Bobby Dixon looking for work. Back
That's okay.
Back in New York, they call me Rocky. So maybe y'all can call me Rocky.
All right.
Yeah, like that too.
I want to be called
Yeah,
Rocky so
Rocky, that
bad.
works.
Everybody knows me as Bobby or Robbie in town.
Whatever you want, friend. You
What
got
about
any special names, Sadhbh, that I should know about before we shoot any further?
No, just people tend to take me names Scythe or something like that.
You say something about the Reapers earlier? Did I imagine that?
I was
The
joking
Scythe,
because
that's
Scythe, you know, is
Yeah,
a joke.
Sadhbh the Reaper O'Brien.
Scythe, yeah, Scythe.
Yeah.
As a
All
joke,
right.
though,
I'm the
not
only one that
serious in
says it
any way.
wrong. Right. Scythe, right? Scythe.
Aye,
Either.
Scythe.
I still don't think I can say it right.
It's literally like the number 5, but you put an S in the front of it.
Sadhbh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
okay.
It's not
Yes.
difficult.
Well, now I
I've
get
been
it.
trying to tell him for fucking
Well,
days.
you didn't say it
Love
like that
this.
with the 5 thing.
I
Now
di-
it's-
I
now
didn't.
it
I
rings true,
said
really.
I don't know. I
SY.
don't know what it is with the Americans. You just
VE is
can't
what I
wrap
said.
your
I
head
said
around
SY.
it.
Yeah, I don't know. It
I
works.
said that literally this morning at fucking camp. Literally this morning.
You say a lot of things, Bridget. So I mean,
Oh, yeah, well, you say a lot of things about yourself. Last
well, that's because
fucking
it's hard to
camp
not
code.
notice.
Hey,
But
hey, last thing
Oh.
about camp code, announce yourself if you come into camp.
yep.
All right.
All right? So we used to do it by name, but in case we have someone here waiting to find, Dixon or fucking Scythe, what we're going to do is we're going to have a weekly word. It's going to change every week. This week, Jody, what is it?
Ah, shit. It's is it meat something?
Oh my, you've already fucking forgotten. It's black eye, you mug.
What is it?
Hi.
Black eye. Oh, damn it! I forgot I had a black eye. I haven't looked in a mirror.
I
in at least
say
an
you're not
hour,
the one
so
looking at your
God
own
damn it.
face.
Shit.
I think this would be the merits of getting you one of those ladies' compacts so you can carry around and look at yourself whenever you want
Well,
to.
I don't need a compact right now, otherwise I'm gonna see this eye the whole time. This is the exact
Really?
time I
It
wouldn't want
might
to.
humble you just a wee bit.
I don't need any humbling. I do the humbling.
Disagree.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
come around here and we say black eye. Then what? We're just doing that to
Yeah.
remind Jody over here that he's been
Well,
bopped.
say
Anyone not saying that coming into this camp is not going to get a gun in their face.
Okay, I get that.
They just don't want to shoot each other in the dead of night, you know? It's like if you head out and go for a fucking leak. I went and stole a chamber pot. It's in Jody's tent over there in front of me. But piss in the chamber pot in the
You
fucking
put the chamber
tent.
pot
Don't
back
be
in my
walking
tent.
off behind a fucking tree and coming back in the dead of night.
I told you to
If I
quit putting it
catch
in my
you-
tent, Bridger.
Wait a minute,
Look.
we're gonna piss in a pot? That's what you're telling me?
Yes, we're pissing in a pot.
What's wrong with pissing on a tree trunk?
Well, if you go out there in the dead of night, Dixon, and I fucking catch you walking back and you startle me and I wake up and I shoot you, I'm going to feel bad for at least a morning.
How many chamber pots do we have around here? I gotta find one.
Just one. There was only two of us for a while. He's emptying it right now.
We're gonna
No,
show
you
it.
don't got to use the chamber pot. He just likes to be posh, and he has to piss in like a bucket
I
for whatever
stole
reason.
a chamber pot. I think it's good to use it.
Listen,
You
with,
can-
with,
you
with
can
all
keep
due
your-
respect, I'm gonna get up to pee. I'm gonna say black eye, pee. Say black eye, wake everybody up. But I'm not carrying another man's chamber pot. With all due respect, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. He just keeps pointing at my tent. I'm damn
This
sick
man
of it.
wants me to go
I
in
can
his
see
tent
that
and
he's
pick up
putting it in your tent as the
his
tip.
chamber pot.
He does it every fucking night. I'm so sick of it. It's
Like,
it's like
speaking of
he-
which, you both
yeah.
got to pick a tent for now. The one behind me is mine, and the one over there is Jody's. It's a spare bed in each. Pick
Okay.
wisely.
So if somebody comes in and says, "Hey, Mister," if he speaks without saying black eye, that's when we pull out our guns.
Absolutely. Yeah, anyone in this fucking camp that ain't one of us is getting held up, robbed, and then we're moving. Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sounds grand.
It's a pretty simple concept. Camp is sacred ground. Is that that's
Sacred
simple.
ground.
Yep.
Right.
It's our home.
Y'all mentioned something about lovely ladies.
Yeah, well, the
It's-
rule used to be you can't bring lovers back to camp. Well, it used to be you can't bring a lady back to camp, but now Sadhbh's here, so we had to change it. You can't
He
bring lovers
meant
back to
lovers.
camp.
So.
Yeah.
Is it against policy to have lovers? Not saying that I
No.
have any,
No, you
but a
can
man
have
would like
lovers.
to forward to something.
No, look, you're becoming a gang member, not a fucking monk.
But there's a lot of rules in this place. It's like a monastery.
You've got to
There's
have
not a
rules
monster.
to
Let's
keep
put it
things
in the
running
box.
We gotta
smoothly.
pee in, we gotta
Sticks
pee
and
in
street.
chamber
No.
pots. We gotta put lanterns in the
No,
trees
the
and
chamber
fires.
pot is a
I feel like
joke,
this is
right?
a cult that I'm being initiated into.
It really.
We got your cloak. Don't
What if
worry,
I do
all right?
What if I'm doing number 2? Is there a word for that as well?
What?
Do I
Why?
gotta wipe my ass with
Why?
certain type of leaves?
I mean, I would suggest so.
Can you
there's
just-
some leaves that like use poison ivy ain't gonna go well, but
I
you
mean,
know.
Maybe
how
we
old
should
are you?
have some
I
code
take
words
I
for
take you should
pooping and
already know
peeing.
how to I think you should already know how to handle that yourself without having to discuss it.
Well, I gotta
Hey,
announce to the
what
world
have we
what I'm
inherited here,
doing.
Jody? What have we inherited
I
here?
ain't sure.
Is that what that bucket's for right there? Is that the bucket y'all are pooping in? What's that smell?
I'm gonna be in a tent without the chamber pot, so I think that's this one.
Hey, wait a minute. There's 2 tents.
Hi.
You're just gonna claim a tent for yourself?
No, they said to choose one, and I already said I'm choosing over here.
All right, there's two beds over there.
Yeah, they both got 2 beds. Don't worry.
And they got 2. Where's Jody and Bridget sleeping?
Well, we sleep in separate
Jody's in
tents,
the
but
one you
he-
just looked at.
yeah.
Bridger, me, the one behind me. Choose wisely.
Okay,
now.
that means I'm with Jody here.
All right.
With the chamber pot, you have failed. Choose wisely.
That's why I chose this one right here. I was paying attention.
I was hoping that Sadhbh was gonna pick mine, and then I'd wake up in the middle of the night and tell her how we need to have a professional relationship, etc. But now that
Well,
doesn't have to happen,
I'm
so that's
looking
great.
right here at these cots, and they're a good, healthy body length
Yeah,
away from each other, and they're
Sure.
gonna be staying that way.
yeah, sure.
No pissing uphill, okay? That's gonna leave a stream down in front of our tents.
Yeah, that's a
If you're
good.
gonna empty out the chamber pots, do it over the hill.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy with his camp coat. I like it. I like where his head's at. That makes a lot of sense. We should not piss up that hill.
I stayed with a wagon caravan for about 2 weeks before they all left.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
You guys got a stash around here for guns and whatnot? Or is it too soon for that?
And another bonus, I'm not going to have to listen to Jody talking in sleep about how pretty he is.
Maybe you and Jody can have a room, and maybe me and I'll stay with Bridger over here.
No, it's too late. I
I
already
mean, we
claimed
could
my
do that
side
too,
over here.
That's fine. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't
I think the
care.
lady already picked.
All right,
Yeah,
picked.
I think she did too. Yeah.
Nope, out.
See?
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, fine, Bridger. I don't have feelings here. Maybe I was trying to make a move.
Oh. I mean,
I was trying to
Go
make a
right
move
ahead.
uphill. I was trying to make a move uphill.
oh, you want me to move down there with Jody? Is that what you're saying?
No,
I'll
no,
do
no.
it.
I was trying to.
All you have to do is
Oh,
ask,
my.
I was
mate.
trying to.
You just have to
Don't you
ask,
do that,
mate. I'll move right the fuck down there, Dixon. Not a problem. I can do that right now. Just ask me and I'll move my cot. Go on, we're all waiting.
You mean to tell me you guys are gonna leave this whole tent for me by myself?
No, you would be in there with Sadhbh. Is that not the move you're trying to make?
I'll be no. I'll be in the bottom tent.
Okay, wise choice.
I'll be on the top 10.
I'll
Joe,
be on
you
the
want
bottom
me to
tent
move down?
on the right-hand side cot.
All right, well, you can all talk about this, another time. I think we're staying here for a night. I'm going to go to bed because I am very tired.
Yeah, also, something I just thought of right now is leave a note as well. Like, if Chick goes south and we're not burning the camp, but say you need to communicate with one of us, and like, he might come back to camp, leave a note. Or, like, if I go to get fresh water at the river down there, I'll leave a note saying, making coffee, walking
Which
down
river?
the river. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a river. It's a bay down.
You said
down
fresh
south
river
of
like
here.
there was a torrent streaming right next to us.
See, I like Dixon more and more. This used to be a river, Dixon, but now it's a dried out old cranky riverbed with a bunch of miserable motherfuckers in it.
Well, they
I'd
just
still
got 2 more
wager that
years.
during the rainy season it could get pretty wet through here.
Where's the spot that we're gonna leave the notes so we know where to check?
That barrel he's sitting on would be grand, or these skins right here would probably work.
Hey,
think
but
somewhere
no,
a
Box,
little-
too.
Oh, yeah,
Just
that
somewhere
box
a
right
little
there.
bit out of sight, don't you think? So nobody else reads them.
That's true.
Aye, but that's for sort of a moment thing, aye? If you're really too worried about it.
That's
then,
true. Yeah, no, let's
you
do
be
this
burning
box.
camp.
This box is very spottable in a way because you're gonna leave the note there forever. It's just like, hey, I'm coming back, or well then if the X is on the tree, then camp's burnt. Fucking never come back. No, you see that X on a tree on our mock tree, you never come back to camp. That means it's burnt, right?
Okay.
Aye. All right, which one of these cots is yours, Bridger?
it's the one on your left.
All right. All right. Well, I will see you all around later. Tomorrow, most
yeah,
likely.
I'll be around Sunday.
All right, sounds grand. Oh, I can lay in in it. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
inside.
Can I come to your tent? I don't want to make it awkward.
Yeah, sure.